wise earner, I am a wise saver, I am a wise spender, and I will reach my goal.
I am a wise earner, I am a wise saver,
I am a wise spender, and I will reach my goal. And I will reach my goal, so help me God. And I will reach my goal.
Hiya kids, and welcome once again to a lower village. I have spoken to lots and lots of kids in my time, and I have noticed something very funny. Some kids believe that the debit card works like magic. They think that when their parents are broke, they can simply insert their card into the ATM for a few minutes in exchange for cash. Kids, are you listening? That is wrong. The ATM doesn't give free money. The ATM is used as a fast method to take money out of their accounts. Do you know what ATM stands for? It stands for Automated Teller Machine. It does not stand for anytime money. We will learn more about that today. So follow me.
Have any of you ever been to heaven?
He asked. No, replied Ajapaworld.
Well,
Continued Ajapa.
you see, heaven is very far away. Way beyond the clouds. Since none of you has ever flown beyond the clouds, you are bound to get lost trying to reach heaven. Once you are lost on your way there, you'll end up flying round and round and round the earth forever. But I can show you how to get there, if you take me along as your guide.
When Ajapaworld heard that heaven was way beyond the clouds, he became frightened, because none of the birds had ever flown beyond the clouds, and he imagined that heaven would be a very difficult place to find.
Wait here, Ajapaworld, while I go and tell the birds.
Ajapaworld whispered, and off he flew. Ajapaworld flew straight to where the big birds were gathered, and asked them,
Have any of you ever been to heaven?
No.
They answered.
Why do you ask?
Well, because Ajapa said that heaven is very far away, on a very tricky path through the clouds. He said, the farther we fly, the more difficult it will be to find heaven. We'll end up getting lost, and once we're lost on the way there, we'll end up flying round and round and round the earth forever and won't be able to return.
When the big birds heard this, they became frightened too, and asked themselves,
What shall we do?
Ajapa says he can lead us there safely if we take him along as our guide.
Ajapaworld replied anxiously.
Quickly, let's go and tell the others.
The big bird said. They gathered all the birds together, and the biggest bird, shaking like a leaf on a branch, said,
Listen, all of you. We hear there are dangerous thunderbolts, lightning, and other terrible wonders beyond the clouds on the way to heaven. It's so dark that we'll get lost and not be able to come back down to earth ever again.
All the birds, great and small, became frightened when they heard this, and they all agreed that Ajapa should be appointed as their guide to lead the way to heaven. After the meeting ended, Ajapaworld went back to inform Ajapa of the birds' decision to take him along as their guide to heaven.
Hello there and welcome to the Ajapar Nipper News. My name is Amaka.
They called Diamond Shakur a prodigy, a champion, a genius. The 12-year-old girl is one of the best chess players in the country. At close to 250 tournaments played, Diamond is a 7-time national champion. At age 8, she was the youngest African American female to go undefeated in a chess national competition ever. I love to play chess. It's like life, basically, she said. It's like a battle. Half of it is natural talent, but I'm starting to study now. No African American female in competitive chess has ever broken a rating of 2,200. A chess master typically holds a rating of 2,500. Shakur is hovering around 1,300. Now, isn't she brilliant? In other news, Ryan Wang is a music prodigy who recently played piano at the 2013 American Protégé International Piano and Strings Competition. Oh yeah, and he's 5. While a number of children have demonstrated their musical talents and been deemed musical prodigies throughout the ages, Wang might be the most adorable. When he was a toddler, Wang played on an electric guitar. At the age of 4, his mother took him to formal lessons. In no time, Wang had mastered 18-page concertos, quickly surpassing the musical talent of other children his age. Since he's still so young, the world would have to wait to see how Wang's talents play out.
I'm Amaka. See you again on Nipper News.
Welcome to Aja's School Grammar School. I hear Ajapa and his wise kids are learning about debit cards. A debit card is a plastic payment card that can be used instead of cash when making purchases. It's best you each get one. Today, we will be talking about articles. Articles are words that are used to refer to nouns. They are the, a, and an. For example, she borrowed the shoe. I need a chair. He asked for an apple. Choose the correct article, a/an, for the sentences in this exercise. I want dash dog for Christmas. The answer is I want a dog for Christmas. She chopped dash onion for the stew. The answer is she chopped an onion for the stew. It's raining, but I forgot to take dash umbrella. The answer is it's raining, but I forgot to take an umbrella. Bring me dash torch. The answer is bring me a torch. Pour me dash glass of Chapman. The answer is pour me a glass of Chapman. You have done very well, Ajapa Wise Kids. See you again next week.
Kids, I see you are enjoying Olowo Village. Have you learned a little about debit cards? They don't give free money, but they are very, very useful. First of all, if you use cash and it gets lost, that means you have lost all the money you were holding. But if you lose your debit card, all you have to do is call up the bank and tell them to block the card. They will send you a new one. Secondly, if cash is bulky in your pocket, I mean if you are rich, very, very rich, and you have a debit card, nobody will know that you have 1 million naira in your pocket. Lastly, with a debit card, you can pay for things online from the comfort of your house, and definitely you cannot do that with cash. Imagine trying to pay for something you are buying from an online store on the internet with cash. That's impossible. But you also have to be careful with your debit cards. Here are a couple of tips. Be like an agent. Keep your card details top secret. Be wise. Only make online payments on verified sites. Be careful. Keep your debit card in a safe location. Lastly, be smart. Don't use something obvious like your birthday as your PIN. Let's go and visit Yoruba. I bet she's up to something interesting.
Welcome, my chef and cheflets. Have any of you been to the bank this week? Remember, debit cards aren't magic, so you have to be careful how you use them. Today we're going to be learning how to cook egusi soup. Egusi soup, also known as melon soup, is unarguably the most popular Nigerian soup. Everyone loves it. It's quite versatile as it's prepared by every single tribe in Nigeria, though the methods of preparation might differ slightly. No matter how it is prepared, the end result still remains the same good old tasty soup. To make this egusi soup, you will need your melon seeds, you will need beef, stock fish, smoked fish, you will need crayfish, chili pepper, you need your scotch bonnet pepper, your onion, your palm oil, you will need bitter leaf, seasoning cubes, and salt to taste. Let us begin. First of all, you have to first peel the egusi by removing the white egusi seeds from the brown shell. Place the piece First of all, you have to peel the egusi, the melon seeds, by removing the white melon seeds from the brown shell. Place the peeled melon seeds in a small grinder and grind till it's smooth. Then get your bitter leaf ready. Bitter leaf is usually sold before it's washed in the market, so make sure that you wash it and you boil it. Then you will place So to wash it, place it in an empty pot, add some water, cook on medium heat for 10 minutes, strain, rinse, about 2 or 3 times. Then you squeeze out the excess water and set aside for later use. Please taste it before adding it to the soup, because if it is bitter, it will spoil your whole soup. Wash the chili pepper and the scotch bonnet. Dice them or blend them into a puree. Set that one aside as well. For the stock, you could use any type of meat or fish you want. For this particular recipe, wash your beef, your stock fish, and your smoked fish. Remember to remove all the bones though. Place the beef in an empty pot and add the blended pepper puree, and you will chop some onion inside, or you can blend it. Crush your seasoning cubes and just enough water to cover the contents of the pot. Cook on medium heat for about 25 minutes. Add some salt, then you will add the stock fish and the smoked fish. Cook for another 5 minutes. Turn off the burner and set aside. In an empty pot, pour in your palm oil and your ground egusi, the ground melon seeds you did since. On medium heat, stir fry for about 3 minutes till it starts to dry up, but don't let it burn. No. Pour in the meat and fish stock, add the ground crayfish, stir and cover the pot. Leave it to cook for about 15 minutes till the egusi swells and starts to cake up a little bit. By this time, the oil would have settled on top. Add the washed bitter leaf, stir and cover the pot. Leave to simmer for 5 to 7 minutes before turning off the burner. That sure smells wonderful. Would you like to take some of it home to your parents? See you again next week, my chef and cheflets.
Hello kids, and welcome to the Wise Lab. These riddles can only be solved by Ajapa's wise kid. Are you one of those wise kids? Solve the riddle! What word becomes shorter when you add 2 letters to it? Short, of course. S-H-O-R-T. What word doesn't belong to this group? Dat, hat, what, mat, cat, sat, pat, chat. What? It is pronounced differently. All of the others rhyme. You have passed the test. You can now enter.
Hi kids, I'm Ayakato and I'm really excited to see you. I hear you're learning all about debit cards. I just got a new debit card and I am really excited about using it. Today I want to talk to you about trees. Trees are everywhere and they are very useful to us. But they are also beautiful to behold and they can live for hundreds of years. Here are some fun facts about trees. Number 1. Trees are great for wildlife. For example, the common English oak can support hundreds of different species, including 284 species of insect living directly on the tree. They in turn provide food for numerous birds and small mammals. The acorns of oak trees, which usually don't appear until the tree is around 40 years old, are food for dozens of species including pigs, jays, pigeons, pheasants, ducks, squirrels, mice, badgers, and deer. Number 2. The oldest living organism on Earth is believed to be the Pando colony of quaking aspen in Utah, also known as the trembling giant. The colony of trees covers over 103 acres and is estimated to weigh nearly 6 million kilograms, making it also the heaviest known organism. Number 3. Trees are masters of both self-defense and communication. Yes, you heard me right. Scientists have found out that when attacked by insects, trees can flood their leaves with chemicals called phenolics. These noxious compounds are distasteful to tree pests and can even impede their growth. What's amazing is that once a tree is attacked, it will signal to other nearby trees to also start their self-defense before they are attacked. Methods of communication include releasing chemicals into the wind and possibly even sending chemical or electric signals through the mycorrhizal network of roots. Number 4. Water and nutrients travel up the tree trunk, through the branches, and all the way out to the leaves. Number 5. Plants that aren't quite tall enough to be considered trees are often called shrubs. Well, that's it, kids. I hope you learned a lot, and I hope you learned even more about debit cards. Debit cards are really useful. Have fun with Ajapa. See you again next week.
I hope you enjoyed being with us in Olowo village today. We will definitely miss you, so be sure to come visit us again. And if you can travel all the way here, you can visit our website www.ajapaworld.com or message us on our social media platform. I can't wait to see you again. Bye!